Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for November 16th, 2023. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. We have tranquil conditions in place with high pressure in control, leading to scattered cloud cover throughout the region. Winds are from the west southwest around 1 to 5 miles per hour. Many locations just have calm winds, and temperatures range from the lower to mid 30s in some of your higher elevations, mid to upper 30s in your suburbs, and upper 30s to mid 40s in your urban areas. The warmest locations are actually around the immediate coast. Down Wildwood, it's about 52 degrees, and towards the east end of Long Island, it is also in the lower 50s. Warmer conditions are on the way as high pressure shifts off the coast here, and that's going to lead to more of a southwesterly wind as we move on through the day and far more comfortable weather conditions. Now, take a look at our infrared satellite picture. This storm down here will continue to meander to the north of the Bahamas. It already produced some very impressive rainfall and wind damage down here in southern Florida with a mesolow that developed right about here. As this storm kind of sits here and spins, it's going to wait for this cold front and this short wave up here, and that's going to approach the East Coast in the polar jet stream. So get used to these terminologies because we're going to be talking about them a lot as we move on through the winter. This is our subtropical jet stream. This is our polar jet stream. When they come together and interact at just the right pace, that could lead to some very impressive storms. But when they're out of alignment, typically what happens is these cold fronts just kick these coastal storms out into the Atlantic, and that is essentially what's going to happen. So essentially what we have here is very similar to what you watch when you're watching the Olympics and you're doing ice skating. When they're just timed perfectly, they produce beautiful moves and just amazing feats. But when they're not aligned, well, the German judge starts to throw down a lot of ones and twos. So you kind of get my point here. It can be a bit of a mess. And so that's essentially what we have setting up here, where this low pressure system is just going to kind of sit out here. This cold front is going to approach by the time we get to tomorrow evening, and that's going to introduce the threat for showers and then kick this storm, the brunt of the storm, out into the Atlantic by the time we get to Saturday, where it will start to phase or come together in the Gulf of Maine. And that is when we're going to get some breezy conditions by this weekend. So let's dive into this forecast. For today, high pressure shifts off the coast. We get southwesterly wind. Temperatures rebound into the mid to upper 50s over the northern interior, upper 50s to lower 60s along the coast. For tonight into tomorrow morning, look for sky cloud cover with that southwesterly wind continuing. Warmer conditions with temperatures ranging from the upper 30s to mid 40s throughout the region. For tomorrow afternoon, look for increasing cloud cover with winds from the south. Look for temperatures to range from the lower to mid 60s over the interior along the immediate coast, but mid to upper 60s in the Delaware River Valley. If we get enough mixing, we could actually touch 70 degrees in a few locations, especially around Philadelphia. But don't get too used to it because Friday night, that cold front approaches. It moves through on Saturday morning with some scattered showers. Again, note the brunt here of this storm all remains off the coast. So we're not looking for widespread rainfall, but a few pesky showers on Saturday morning with clearing skies by the time we get to the afternoon hours. Look for low temperatures ranging from the upper 30s to mid 40s over the northern interior, upper 40s to lower 50s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 40s over the northern interior, upper 40s to mid 50s around the Delaware River Valley, and mid to upper 50s along the coast. A lot of this is due to the timing of the cold front. Once the cold front moves through, those temperatures will start to fall through the 50s and 40s and eventually the 30s. And that takes us into Saturday night to Sunday morning with scattered cloud cover expected, a bit breezy, but winds from the west around 10 to 20 miles per hour. Watch out for a few snow showers possible around the Poconos and Catskills as we move on through the morning hours on Sunday. Look for low temperatures to range from the mid to upper 20s over the northern interior, lower to mid 30s along the coast. In the afternoon, there's still that threat for a few of those rain and snow showers in the Poconos and Catskills via some influence from lake effect precipitation off of Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. Other than that, look for scattered cloud cover along the coast with temperatures rebounding into the lower to mid 40s over the northern interior, and upper 40s to mid 50s along the coast. On Monday, high pressure is in full control with clear skies and light and variable winds. Look for low temperatures to range from the mid to upper 20s over the northern interior, lower to mid 30s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 40s over the interior, mid to upper 40s along the coast. Now, as we approach Thanksgiving, as you know, everyone starts to travel quite a bit. And unfortunately, right ahead of that traveling, that is when we're going to have a pretty impressive storm. Now, on Tuesday, look for increasing cloud cover with showers developing towards the evening hours. And some of these showers will be capable of heavy downpours. And we're also going to see an increase of winds from the southeast, likely around 10 to 20 miles per hour. But watch out for those gusts. Temperatures on Tuesday will range from the lower to mid 30s over the northern interior, upper 30s to lower 40s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 50s over the northern interior and upper 50s to lower 60s along the coast. On Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, this cold front and what will essentially be what we call a triple point setup with an included front here. Here's your primary low, include front here, warm front here, cold front here. There could be a new low pressure system that tries to organize right around here. And you're also going to have a lot of mixing. So what this essentially leads to is some very heavy rainfall and some gusty, strong winds Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, which likely will wreak some havoc. If you have travel plans, if you're flying out of any of the major airports, I would expect delays during this time period. And if you're driving, well, the visibility is just going to be very poor. Temperatures on Wednesday morning will range from the lower to mid 50s throughout much of the region, upper 50s to lower 60s on the immediate coast, especially to the south of that triple point right around the warm front. The temperatures on Wednesday will strongly depend on how fast this cold front moves through. If the cold front moves through around, let's say, 1 a.m., then you basically have temperatures falling through the 50s, 40s, and 30s throughout the rest of the day on Wednesday. If the cold front is delayed a little bit, then you're going to get your high temperatures in the late morning hours and then fall through the 50s, 40s, and 30s in the afternoon. So it's going to be one of those days where the timing of the frontal passage will be very important in determining the impacts. Either way, by the time we get to Wednesday afternoon and evening, skies will clear, still a bit breezy, but if you have travel plans on Wednesday afternoon, you should be fine. And then on Thanksgiving, with that low pressure to the north, we'll have scattered cloud cover with we're going to have to keep an eye on some of these lake effect snow bands. Now, for the most part, they'll just impact the eastern Great Lakes. And so for Thanksgiving, for most of this region, tranquil but chilly. Okay, a bit breezy, but not too bad. With low temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 20s over the northern interior, lower to mid 30s along the coast. So if you're heading out to that Thanksgiving Day parade, you're going to need a pretty heavy coat. And high temperatures range from the upper 30s to lower 40s over the northern interior, lower to mid 40s along the coast. And just a heads up, looking a little bit beyond what we normally do for the future, keep an eye out for these lake effect snow bands if you're in, let's say, the Poconos or the Catskills, because some of those snow showers will have the potential during the weekend of Thanksgiving to actually drop in and could be a bit of a surprise. So just be prepared. I know a lot of people are traveling and they got all these plans. So just be prepared for a rather chilly end of the Thanksgiving weekend and even the potential for a little bit of snow in the higher elevations. That is your forecast discussion for today. Have a wonderful day. And as always, stay safe out there.